guys, welcome back to my channel FoodishBeauty. If you're new, my name is TJ and I upload weekly beauty and lifestyle videos. So if these are the videos you love to watch, then please don't forget to click that subscribe button and you would absolutely make my day. Today I have a very quick swatch and review video of the Morphe Brushes 35F Fall Into Frost palette. Now this is one of Morphe Brushes' latest eyeshadow palette launches, and it is a pro eyeshadow palette size, so inside you do get 35 very good size eyeshadows. The top 4 rows of 28 eyeshadows all have a metallic finish, which is indeed music to my ears because you all know how much I love a shimmery eyeshadow. And then we have 7 very versatile matte eyeshadows at the bottom, which really enhances this otherwise all metallic eyeshadow palette. Packaging wise, this just has a very simple black plastic case. I purchased this palette directly from the Morphe Brushes website at the price of $22.49. While my husband Mike worked out in the US for 1 week, I was able to order this straight away and have it shipped to his hotel for the price of $7.29. So for my UK subscribers, I do hear you ask whether this is available in the UK. I have been checking Cult Beauty and Beauty Bay constantly. These two sites do usually stock some of Morphe Brushes palettes, but unfortunately I haven't seen them stock this palette just yet. But please make sure you follow me on Snapchat, where I do tend to kind of update everyone very regularly on makeup news and makeup arrivals. Now onto the important part, which is swatching all of these eyeshadows. Now because of the sheer number in this palette, I'm going to just switch to a music background mode and I'm just going to let you appreciate how well these swatches. I will be using my finger swatching all of these onto my forearm without any eyeshadow primers. And then if you want to know how I achieved this makeup look on my eyes right now, and also how these eyeshadows perform with a brush and also on top of an eyeshadow primer, then make sure you also stick to the end as well. The 35 shades swatched. I have to say this is quickly becoming my most favourite eyeshadow palette from Morphe Brushes. Prior to this, I do own the 35W, 35O, 35T, as well as the 12S palette from Morphe Brushes, so I am definitely a fan of Morphe Brushes eyeshadows. And having played around with this palette for the past 2 weeks, I can safely say the formula of their metallics as well as matte eyeshadows have definitely stepped up another notch, even just from the 35O palette or the 35T. The 28 metallic eyeshadows, as you can see, are so buttery. There is a lot of emollient ingredient within the eyeshadows, so they are soft to the touch. The pigment is so strong within each and every single one of these shades. It just drags on and on and on. One last thing when it comes to performance improvements, I think Morphe has really improved the performance of their matte eyeshadows. All of these matte shades are essential to this palette. The only eyeshadow I think that is missing from this palette, I would say, is a white matte shade that I can really use to highlight my brow bones, but other than that, this really really is a very complete eyeshadow palette that you can use to create lots and lots of different eyeshadow looks. And speaking of eyeshadow looks, next I'm going to cut to a very quick demo to show you guys how I used some of my favourite shades from this palette to create the look I'm wearing right now, which is a frosty, kind of metallic, rich sunset hues eye look. With freshly primed eyes, I'm going in with a frosty cranberry shade in the 4th row. Using a flat shader brush, I'm just sweeping that all over my mobile lid area, leaving the out 3rd corner bare and not lifting it too high into the crease. And then using a flat kabuki brush, I'm just blending that out nice and softly. And then going into this soft brown shade at the bottom, I'm just defining my crease with my Morphe M506 brush. Going in with the smoky aubergine shade using the MAC 219 pencil brush, I'm just darkening out the outer 3rd corner. Then using the Morphe S20 brush, going in with this light champagne shade, I'm going to brighten up the inner tear duct area of my eyes. To highlight my brow bone area, I'm using this white matte shade from the Lorac Pro palette and just sweeping that all over my brow bone area. I'm also using some transparent powder just to dust off any possible fallouts from the shadows. Then using my favourite Soap & Glory eye pencil, I'm just lining my eyes top and bottom and also blending out the lines softly using a flat shader mini brush. To echo what I've done on the top of my eyes, I'm going back into the smoky aubergine shade using a pencil brush to line the outer 3rd lower lash line. And then going back in the cranberry shade, again placing that just in the middle of my lower lash line. And finally, using a gold coppery shade, I'm just going to warm up the entire lower lash line ever so slightly. Finally, add on mascaras, and that's all I did to achieve this berry toned sunset look for my eyes. And finally, just to quickly touch up on the growing concern about Morphe Brushes palettes being made in China. Now, as a consumer, it really doesn't concern me where in the world my goods is made. What concerns me most is the quality. And I have to say, hand on my heart, Morphe Brushes have been able to deliver top quality palettes at a very reasonable price every single time I've purchased from them. So that is all I'm going to say on the matter. So in conclusion, the Morphe Brushes 35F eyeshadow palette gets a solid 9.5 out of 10 from me, with the only half a point deducted from the lack of that white matte highlighting shadow. But nevertheless, this is an outstanding eyeshadow palette indeed, especially if you're a warm-toned, shimmery eyeshadow fan like me. So that marks the end of this video. I hope you really enjoyed it and also found the review and swatches helpful. If you have, then please don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Please also do find me on all of the social media platforms under the name FoodishBeauty, so we can chat a little further about beauty, travel, fashion and food. And also please do leave me a comment if you have any video or tutorial requests that you want to see on my channel. I always love to hear from you. Thank you ever so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.
Have you ever noticed that I'm not acting as I used to do before?